I'm Lauren Lynn from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. We're very happy to see you here today, and we're working on the Get to Know My Neighborhood Every Other Week project. Thank you for joining us today. We greatly appreciate you here at the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. If you're not a subscriber, now's the chance. It's right down there. It's free. You don't get any like secret messages or anything like that. It's literally just help support the channel, as in people, and so we can grow. We're very close to 30,000, and we're super excited by that. I have here is our Get to Know Our Neighborhood Every Other Week project. This is block 14 or 15. I think it's 14. And it is the Jitney Bridge that leads from the Trans-Canada Trail that runs behind our house through our property and gets you into Pictou Town Center. Unfortunately, a week ago, it burnt down. So I'm trying to represent it the best way I know how, so I don't lose it in our quilt blocks, because I did see it before, and every time we went to the store or had to do anything, we drove past it. And yeah, it's sad, unfortunately. So Pop is going to include a few photos of what it looked like before and what it looked like after the fire. Unfortunately, it did happen, and I'm just trying to honor it. So this is the Jitney, Jitney Trail Bridge. And I just got like the water. It sits over the water, of course, because it crosses the water there. And then we've got our little gravel path, and then our trail railing across the bridge. So, and then of course some greenery and some birds. So here's hoping I did a good enough representation of it. So. Okay, so we're just going to build it out here. So what I have here is just my water and then some bridge supports. And I used actually wood grain fabric for that. I really thought it was really sweet. I've actually had this fabric for quite some time. I've been saving it for a few things, and it really went into play for this one for sure. Okay, so I did lay the water first. Now you're going to have to think about this as how I'm layering. So if you look at this one right here, the trees are in front of the posts, the birds on top of the water, the posts for the support for the bridge are into the walk path, those sorts of things. It's what happens in nature. It's that layering. So we want to make sure we're getting that layering correctly to make sure it's visually appealing on a whole overall quilt. So now most of you know the rules, but if you're new here and you haven't, you need to comment on this video to be able to put your name into the draw to win one of these at the end of the year. I'm making two, one for you possibly, and one for me. So we're gonna, and I've taken most of the heat and bond, especially off my trees here. I've taken the heat and bond off of that. And this is just a heat and bond project, but if you want to applique it, we did a video not too long ago about 3 different types of applique and how to get your projects in. But I'm literally just gonna put a nice dense overall feather pattern throughout the whole thing, so it's all gonna stay down. There shouldn't be any problems with it being as a wall hanging, so, okay. So here we're gonna lay out our bridge supports, okay. We're going to do 2 big ones close to the end and then 1 smaller one in, because that might represent, to me, it was like representing one a little bit further inland, okay? Make sure we got our pieces here correctly. And then we want to put our walk path over top, okay? And I want to make sure I'm building it out very similar, if not exactly the same, as what I am the first one, okay? Because in the end, they're just going to be put together. I'm just going to grab from one pile and grab from the other, and they're going in. So now I'm going to take my road, my walk path, and lay it on top. So it's looking like it's supporting the walk path, right? Put those a little bit closer together, a little bit closer together. That one a little bit out, a little bit out. And then we're going to leave that. We can actually set this if you want. We just make sure it stays there and it's not going to go anywhere. We can add the little heat to it, okay? We just push the iron down, heat straight down on top. If you are so used to ironing things, it's so easy just to go back and forth in the back and forth motion. That's one thing you do not do with applique for heat and bond applique. Okay, so now that we've set that down, now we can either, we're going to work on our railing here, okay? So I have 2 long strips that go just shy of the end of the path, okay? And we're going to take it off of that. Don't want to lose my other little piece there. Okay. And then we have a few other railings to help support it. Okay, like these little guys right here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 10 little strips. So here it is, just heat and bonded to the same thing, and I'm just going to cut 10 strips off. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then let's quickly build that out. Tried to make sure all the trees got peeled, and then we're just going to place them so it looks like they're attached to each other and then helping to give the handrail to the bridge. You can mark a little with a pen, like just a regular sewing pen, and score the back, and that helps sometimes the paper to separate. So you want to make sure it's the right height. Put one on either end. Okay. And there wasn't a lot of pictures of the bridge that I could see that weren't already in the destroyed mode, because that was obviously the latest and the greatest that was coming out about the bridge. So I only had a few to choose from. So, but I do like this view because I don't normally get to see this view of the bridge because I'm usually on the land side, not the seaside. So I thought this was a nice way to remember it for sure. Now they say they are building, or they have plans. The question is, what are the plans and how long is it going to take? So I guess we will see. Oops. Okay, we just want to lay them out so they're stacking down, or laying down to so it look like it's supporting. Okay. We have a 12-hour stream coming up. It's August 13th at 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. We have a lovely special guest with us, Miss Gwenny, one of our moderators of our channel for a few years now. She's coming all the way from Alberta to come spend some time with us here at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop with Pop, myself, Munchkin, and Sophie, and 75 chickens. And she's a farm girl. It'll be okay. I'm not worried about that. She'll be fine with the chickens. Okay, now lay that out. And this is another where we can just set it so we can kind of forget it. You know what I mean? We know it's done. This kind of can be a little bit fiddly, but if you just put a few moments into it to make sure before you press down, it'll be good. Okay, let's do that. Let's set it. It looks good to me. Sorry. Okay. Now comes the like literally the decoration of the trees part. So we're gonna put one bird down here, and then once I get the tree set out where I want them, that's where I'll space out the bird in between there. Okay. So I only had 3 more to peel, and I did cut a lot. I went and chose 4 different green fabrics to represent the different colored trees and the many different trees here. Obviously, this is just a basic tree. If you want to go more detailed in your tree, you go right ahead. I'm just trying to do my little art style. So fun and easy, and then you just want to lay a couple near the base of where the supports are for the bridge. Okay, and I just grab a couple of little different colors to represent some there. Let's put that guy back there. Just do the layering, right? It's doing the layering. Okay, and then let's go over here. Okay. You can move them any way you like. Have them a little higher, a little lower, whatever makes you comfortable. Okay, because this is your project to represent your neighborhood, wherever you may be. Okay, I'm going to put a few up here. Okay, and then a couple over here in the center. And just have some fun. You're creating a lovely organic piece of art from your scraps, your inspiration around you, what draws you to where you are, where you live. Why do you live there? Like, why do you live where you live? I live here because it's beautiful. It's our dream property, and I can't see us being anywhere else. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm happy. We're going to put this bird up here. Just right up in here, just like that. Okay. And I think that looks pretty good. Actually, I think we'll move him down over here. And then we needed one guy over here. Oops. I was like, wait a second. Oh, a little crowded. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Make sure we got our sticky side supposed to be down. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we're just going to press all that. And that is my neighborhood for the Jitney Bridge. It's been part of the Trans-Canada Trail there for quite some time. So it's been a beautiful landmark marking this area of land for many, many, many years. They're not quite sure what happened to the bridge. Obviously, besides it burned completely overnight. And there's just nothing but black posts there right now. So here we go, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. I would love to see some of your projects if you're working on something of your own neighborhood, or at least maybe words of encouragement that have inspired you to look differently at your own neighborhood and appreciate what is around you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the weekend, and we hope to see you Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern this Saturday. And then, of course, reminder of it is a 12-hour on the 13th of August of 2022. So super excited. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Big hugs to you and your family. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Mama Pop Quilt. Oh, my gosh. Where are we? Who are we? Where have we been? Where are we going? How long are we gone for? Do we need to pack a snack? Okay.